He has amassed a lengthy list of credits across all genres of film and television.
Oh, that's right. Some of his TV roles include playing a secret agent on Alias, a Martian on Supergirl, a detective on Cagney and Lacey. Most recently, he appeared in the miniseries The Fall of the House of Usher, and he returns to the big screen now in Captain America: Brave New World. Oh,
That's Isaiah Bradley.
The Isaiah Bradley. You brought me to the Forgotten Cab. Why didn't you say something? It is a pleasure to meet you. Your missions in Korea are legendary. And what? And after that, no action? I mean, a lot's changed in the world. We could have used another super soldier.
The United States government threw me in prison for 30 years. They experimented on me for decades.
The movie is in theaters today. We've got actor Carl Lumbly joining us now. Good morning, Carl. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
great to see
I mean,
you.
I am whipsawed across all of the genres that you have appeared in.
Right.
Do you have a favorite? And it probably has to do with the release you have today.
Actually, my favorite is stage.
It's stage.
Stage is where I began. Stage was actually all I thought I would ever really do, and all of the rest of these are fruits that grew from that tree.
That is just a beautiful thing. A Marvel movie release is always a huge event. What has this journey been like to film, work with your co-stars, promoting Captain America: Brave New World?
It's been a joy. It's been a love journey, I suppose, appropriate that we are opening on Valentine's Day. The journey began with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where I learned about Isaiah Bradley and his contribution, a contribution that had been hidden, and Captain America, Sam Wilson, brought him out into the world, and now he's in the world, and we see what the world has to offer.
Well, look, every time there's a movie like this, everybody wants to know what's going on. I know it's very hush-hush. There's some spoilers we can't talk about, right? But what can you tell us about where it picks up from the miniseries? For those who follow, it was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right?
Right. It picks up with, at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Isaiah Bradley was given a statue. And Sam Wilson made it possible for the world to learn that he had actually been one of the first super soldiers. So he's encouraged Isaiah to be present in this brave new world, and to do that requires a kind of bravery. In Brave New World, he is trying to just make his way as a regular citizen who's been recognized as a hero, but it's the most heroic challenge he has is being in the world and trusting that the world that betrayed him before won't betray him again. And Sam Wilson, his Captain America, is his assurance.
I love digging into these emotional ties. Let's talk a little bit more about that relationship between your character, Isaiah Bradley, and Sam Wilson, as played by Anthony Mackie.
Well, given the fact that Isaiah Bradley is so much older, you would think it would be a simple mentor relationship, but it's more complex than that. First, it's based on respect and admiration for what Sam Wilson is willing to do to bring the world together, because that was what Isaiah was trying to do as a young man at the same time. So he loves Captain America in the same way that I love Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, Carl, you mentioned in an interview once that you weren't allowed to read comic books when you were a child. Now, what was the reasoning behind that?
My father did not feel it was literature. Wanted me to be a serious student. I was a library nerd, and so he felt comic books were inappropriate, unnecessary, frivolous, and he didn't feel that they were serious, and he wanted me to be a serious individual.
And you say that you have a love for live theater, right? But yet you've done so much incredible work in these TV series, in voicing these actors. Talk about how those two are intertwined with each other.
Well, for me, acting on stage was foundational. I wouldn't have gotten to film or television without it. And because it's foundational, the process that I go about in making a character to give to a live audience in front of you is no different than the process you go through to create a character for the camera. I think what it does is it deepens your desire to get as much out of the character as you can. And it's not based on anything except the reality that that character has to face. The text tells you what is going on in that particular moment for the character, but the character lives in a large world, which I create as a backstory in my own head.
Coming back to the stage anytime soon? Broadway? Hello?
Well, I will go on to any stage at any time. I'm currently working on a one-man show of James Baldwin, and
yes.
that's my bucket list challenge.
Okay. Very good. Keep us posted and come on back when that happens,
Good on you
okay?
for checking one off the list. We appreciate that. Carl Lumbly with Captain America. Thanks so much for being with us here this morning.
Absolutely. Enjoy.
Thanks.
And you can see him reprise his role as Isaiah Bradley in Captain America: Brave New World in theaters today.